Hey, quite a bit of rainfall earlier in the day today, and thanks to that and cloud cover did help to keep our temperatures down. Dry at the moment on radar, and we still have partly to mostly cloudy skies, but gradually clearing out, and I think we'll start out with some sunshine tomorrow morning. At the moment, 82 degrees with a dew point of 77, so it is still muggy outside, but maybe a change is coming. Temperatures in the 70s, low 80s outside right now, and those dew points in the low mid 70s. We're not going to see our temperatures drop very much, but something we have been talking about over the last several days, and models continue to indicate we will see drier air, which is not too far to our north. So it wouldn't take much to get these dew points in the 60s down to the Gulf Coast. And if we can drop those dew points into the 60s, even some lower 70s would make it feel a little bit more bearable, considering we're going into the last full week of August. And all indications are we're going to see not only one deepening upper trough, but kind of a reinforcement of that trough as we head further into next week. So kind of a persistent northerly push. Now, the big question mark is always, we're still in August and we're right along the Gulf Coast. It does not take much to see that moisture kind of creep up. And so the models have not been in perfect agreement with the dry air arriving Sunday or Monday and just sticking with us all week. Some of the models indicate there may be a day or two, such as Tuesday into Wednesday, where some of the humidity comes back up. Don't know if it's going to be all of us. And then by Thursday, Friday, we get kind of a reinforcement of that dry air. But definitely for a period next week, whether it's the whole week or not, drier air will make it feel a bit more comfortable, and it will prevent those heat indices from getting in the triple digits, because we're not going to see a great deal of rain next week, especially early in the week. Trough that is sitting right over us, or a stationary boundary, a stationary front that is sitting right over the area, was the focus for rainfall today. Tomorrow, that drifts a little bit more to the south. While we will see some spotty showers, I think the vast majority of rain will be offshore. Then we get a front to move on through Monday, maybe Sunday, and that's when we start to get the drier air in place. Now, with that moisture near the coast, we also may start to see a few spotty showers as we get that secondary surge toward the middle to end of next week. Out in the tropics, Erin is now a post-tropical system, so no longer tropical in nature, meaning the Hurricane Center does not issue any further advisories as it continues up toward the North Atlantic. Coming days, we'll be talking more about Invest 90 as well as 99. Notice now, Invest 99 only has a low chance of development. The idea being it looks like 90 will be our next name storm, but thankfully it is going to just follow behind in the wake of Erin. Not an issue. The one that's maybe of a little more interest is 99, because it's going to be moving toward the Caribbean. But as I just said, it has not shown any signs of development, and right now, per the models, it's not going to develop. That wave is just a wave. A lot of tropical rainfall, and that's likely what it will continue to be as it moves toward the Caribbean in the coming days, and eventually by about Tuesday, Wednesday, just fizzling itself out over in the Western Caribbean. So no threats from the tropics in the coming days. 40% chance of rain. I think a great majority of that will be more along the coastline. 10 to 20% chance of rain Sunday and Monday, but notice as a weak upper ridge builds in, maybe more mid 90s. Then we start to really tap into that better feel air with maybe a few spotty showers, but less humid next week.